Here's our 1975 Volvo C303 Resto mod. We've put a modern drivetrain in to make it drive more like a modern vehicle with that kind of power. We have had this about 10 years. We originally, when we got it, it was already had some body that had been cleaned up and painted, but it was painted over 3 layers of paint. So we ended up sanding this down to bare metal and doing a brand new paint job on it. This body's very straight. If anyone's familiar with these Volvos, they aren't really known for their straight bodies. And so this one's been straightened out the best we can. Turned out really well. Unfortunately, we put a wrap on it a few years ago, and when we pulled that wrap off this summer, it pulled the clear coat off in a couple spots. So we had it lightly sanded and had, it was just, even though it was in a couple spots, it was worth repainting the entire Volvo. So it's been fresh paint again just a month ago. It's got an exoskeleton cage on it, has a Baja design light bar, like the real deal light bar. They're amazing. It does have our company stuff. We have a disaster cleanup company, but those could be covered with a plate or something if they bothered somebody. When we added the power steering, one of the steering linkages got in the way of the winch, so we didn't put the winch back in. A smaller winch would be able to fit in there. We just had an older winch that was, I believe, off of a 24-volt Hummer. It was too big to go in there, but I think a new, common 12 or 24-volt winch would slide in there now. Also has a custom skid plate down below. Up on top here is the red dot AC unit that we added. I just found that if you like to drive mostly in the summer, and I've just found with these vehicles that we collect, if they don't have AC in them, we just tend to don't use them very much when you're gonna sweat it out inside of them. So big difference having air conditioning in it. Some of the lights have been upgraded to LEDs. There's Fox 2.0 shocks. The ride on this is amazing. It's super smooth on and off-road. I have BFG mud terrains that still have probably 90% tread left. The polyurethane boots have been upgraded on this, on the axles. The original ones crack and wear out. Windows have been tinted. There's a custom exhaust on it. Sounds great. Those step bars are also custom. These door protectors, the original ones are wood. These have been cut out of poly so that they don't warp. The wood ones just kind of rot and wear out after a while. Added the original filler tanks back here. This one's been added with one of these, so it fills up like a regular car. The cage also added a 2-inch receiver hitch, so you could, tow with it in the States. Fuel tank, spare tires, 100%. There's actually a cable I need to put in there. There's a cable tow strap that came with it. Try and point out, you can see little rivets. It's clean there, but there's zero rust on this thing. There's little spots where it's just like, and that's how they are originally. We filled in a lot and silicone things before it was painted, but the body's very, very clean.